Not sure if many of you know, but we do have a virtual tier within the Design Coven virtual pro member tier, which includes 3 virtual meetings a month where we set intentions. We do group coaching. So bring all your questions. We answer those questions and you get to learn from other people going through the same struggles as you. We also do a business practice meeting. So we'll have somebody on to share a business practice that we can all benefit from. And then we also do a product training. So getting a sustainable, eco-friendly line to come on, share who they are so that we can be supported with other like-minded businesses. And if you're not quite ready for pro, you can always join our free community where you will connect with other like-minded holistic interior designers. You don't have to be an interior designer if you are kind of just dabbling or you're aspiring or you're looking into this field. We invite everybody from all journeys, and you don't, again, have to be a designer. You don't have to have a degree. We're just a beautiful community of like-minded people looking to create healing spaces, not just for ourselves, but for our clients and future clients. Come join us at designcoven.com/join. Hey there. On today's episode, I am featuring one of my favorite tile showrooms here in San Diego, BDG Design Group with Larry Neugarten. And we are going to be experiencing the showroom in person with the Design Coven, our interior design membership group, where we visit showrooms in person. I introduce everyone to my contacts, the people that I've developed strong relationships with. And so we are going to have our field trip to BDG. And I just wanted to give you all a little bit of a description of BDG and their vision, mission, all of those good things. So BDG's mission is to invite you into a world of surpassed artistry and craftsmanship. At BDG, San Diego's premier tile and showroom, tile is an art form. They bring luxury to your space. They believe that your projects should reflect exclusively your voice and style, which is why their team of design professionals promise a personal experience with no compromise. BDG extensively resources the finest in tile and stone for all budgets with a touch of class and superior customer service. A family-run business, BDG offers complimentary in-house design services by their design accredited team. No matter the size or intricacy of your project, they offer their professional assistance in every aspect of the specification process. They have been selected for some of the finest residences and most innovative design projects in Southern California, which include restaurants, hotels, resorts, shopping destinations, yachts, and spas. And every time I go in, it's always, a big hug. They offer me a beautiful espresso or water because usually I'm in there late in the day and I'm starting to kind of fade a little bit. But their support and their customer service is beyond. And I just consider them part of my design family. And I love to connect everyone with them. Even if you're not in the Design Coven, they're an amazing resource to have on your team. So on today's episode, we get to meet one of the owners, Larry, and kind of dive into his story and what they're all about. You're listening to the Holistic Interior Design Business Podcast. This is a podcast that guides you as a new or inspiring independent interior designer navigating your entrepreneurial path. Here, with my over 20 years experience, I will share my holistic approach to design with intention and ancient practices, including feng shui, all incorporating mind, body, and spirit into my design projects. You will also learn from seasoned interior designers as they give strategies and insight of how they built their businesses and continue to work in the field. Together, we will discover supportive trade partners, new ideas, creatives, and inspiring artists from around the world. I am your host, Rachel Lorraine Crawford. Alrighty, welcome back to Bewitching the Home. We have Larry Neugarten today from BDG, one of my favorite resources, showroom for tile. And before we get into their story, I'm going to go ahead and set our space, just connecting us with the present moment with our bell, grounding in, connecting with our breath. And then, of course, lighting a candle. I just love lighting candles to set intention. So we are setting intention for communication, creativity, and just having a beautiful talk with Larry about design and all of those things. I'm going to pull a card from the Radiant Crystal deck. This is from Bouchette Design. She's actually another interior designer, but she does like commercial work, which is really cool that she's kind of tapped into this intuition. So we're going to pull a crystal and just kind of see what's the essence for today's talk. Celestiite, angelic, communication, clarity, and divine. This is all about the throat chakra, and it's connected to Gemini and Libra. And this is really opening up that space, opening up the space for courage, knowledge, and communication. So celestite, that's our crystal today. All right, Larry, what are you nourishing yourself over there with? What are you drinking?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Right? How are you?
Good.
Well, I'm having a little espresso and some sparkling water.
Ooh.
Just to get some caffeine and a bit of hydration at the same time. Yeah, my family are all drinking kombucha, so it's the one thing I'm trying to get a taste of. I believe it's very good for you, but I'm trying to get that vinegar taste.
Well, there are some kombuchas that don't have that vinegar. I was drinking a lot of Nova kombucha at the very beginning. They were sponsoring the podcast. So I don't know if you've had Nova.
Oh, wow. No.
They're from Brazil.
I don't really look at the shelves of the kombucha.
Yeah, it's so good. And then I've just recently been refilling from Kombucha Cares, like through the farmer's market, and there's no vinegar taste. Like I can't stand anything with vinegar, and it's so good. So,
do you want to bring me a treat next time you come in?
Yeah, Friday.
Awesome.
I'll bring you a kombucha on Friday.
Then we'll start again with our morning drink.
Yeah. We can start again. So I'll bring some kombucha. I'm going to bring some mushroom mocha from Fun Earth Co. Because a lot of the members wanted to try that. So yeah, we'll have a little concoction party on Friday when we come over.
What are you drinking?
Oh, I've got a green tea. It's called Dragonwell from Paru.
Nice.
Do you know Paru tea? They're here locally in San Diego.
No.
Yeah, so Amy and Lonnie are good friends of mine, and they have this tea shop in Point Loma, and they have one in La Jolla, but I've been friends with them for quite a while now, and they started with just like these little pop-up tea carts, and we would do events together, and now they have these two beautiful showrooms, and just gorgeous tea.
Good for them.
I know, it's amazing.
Good for them. Yeah.
So
love innovation, thought.
Mm-hmm. No, they're fantastic. I love everything that they do. So Larry, I always ask everybody, what's home? What's home for you at the moment?
For me, home for me has always been my safe haven, my comfort zone. Getting out of this rat race every day. It's very important to go back to a place that you feel comfortable. You feel grounded, which I do. I feel grounded. I try to make home my base, where my whole everything begins.
Yeah.
So I always seem to wake up in a good mood, and that kind of sets the pace for the day.
There you go. And you just recently renovated.
Home for me, home for me gives me that happy feeling of leaving to go to work.
Yeah.
And so that's just home for me is family. We just came back. We took all our kids. 10 of us went to Tahoe for the weekend, and we rented a cabin. Yeah. So that was also home for me, even though we were not at home.
Yeah.
Home is where your heart is,
I know. And Tahoe is so beautiful. We got to spend some time there. I think it was last October. Yeah. One of our clients gifted us their place to stay.
Beautiful.
Amazing.
Magnificent.
And you recently remodeled your home here, right? Or has it been a little bit?
Actually, it was it's about 2 years in the house for about 2 years now. Yeah, it was actually it was actually a ground up house.
Mm.
And so we were the only one in the whole development that could pick our finishes because we were in the tile business.
Oh, nice.
So it's crazy how you manage to help all customers with all their design needs and what they like and what they don't like. And it was so difficult for me to pick for our own home.
Oh, it's the
Kind
worst.
of left it for Shelley, who's my wife, by the way. We'll meet on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, Larry, tell me how, like, you're obviously not from San Diego, just based on your accent. Can you tell me a little bit about your origin story, where you're from, like how
Yeah.
you got into this design world?
Yeah. So I was born in South Africa. I don't think I'm going to mention the year. I was born in South Africa. I immigrated when I was 40 years old.
Wow.
With two little kids. I was in a creative business there too. Because creative for me, I have to be in a creative scene.
What did you do there?
I like color. So I was in the clothing industry, in the apparel industry.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, and so we had factories and we imported a lot of things, and so we planned to open a branch office of our business in the United States, and so I came out, and we started that, and then the world's currency changes. You're doing that as you go along in business. Yeah. Currencies change, and the currencies went the wrong way, and so South African manufacturing was not that competitive anymore because the dollar was so expensive. So I just stayed and I never went back. I ran the business from a distance for 4 or 5 years, running back to South Africa every 6 or 8 weeks, which was crazy for 2 months at a time, 3 months at a time. And then, like everything in life, you have to close one chapter to move on to the next. Right. And so Shelley was helpful in getting me to that place of you have to close the door and open another door in the United States. And so that was the end of that. The management took over the business, and I came to the United States, ran it for a few years. I consulted for the Gap in San Francisco for a limited time on different things in the garment industry, mostly on the operational side. And so then I have a very close friend in Arizona, close friend, it's actually my older brother, had a tile wholesale business in Arizona. And I was looking for something to do. And he said, why don't you just do in San Diego what I do in Arizona? And so we started a business, not BDG, another business which acquired another business and all sold. And then I was left doing nothing again. Then I had an opportunity to come to BDG. I've been here, since the end of 2013, and finally acquired the business from the owners 4 years ago.
Okay.
And here we are.
Wow.
Yeah.
So BDG was established in 2013. And how did you end up meeting them? Is that right?
Well, BDG was actually established in, I believe it was like 2007, 2008. Okay. I only joined in 13.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. And so, it's a small industry. We all know each other. Yeah. And I was employed to come and run the business and help them, to grow the business. And then we acquired it.
Wow.
And so here we are. The business has changed. We've changed the business. We've changed a lot of what we do.
Got it.
It's very different to what it was. Yeah. It was very, very high end, only brands. And now it's really, as you know, it's accessible to everyone.
Right.
Price-wise, design-wise.
So cool. So who do you serve? Like, is it both the trade and the public? And
our business is, we focused on the trade, on designers. And the architectural world.
Got it.
We do have walk-ins because that's just normal. If your doors are open, you're
Right.
going to have people there. For which we have designers in-house to take care of those clients. The main focus would be that our designers help our design clients,
Got it.
like yourselves, to put the project together, to understand all the technical details of, what can go in a shower, what can go outside, inside. So it's mostly to the trade, but everybody's welcome into our shop.
Yeah. And I think you make it very, very welcoming in there. I think anyone that walks in, even, as I'm there, and people just kind of come off from the street or find you online or whatever, you guys are always just like open arms and like very, accommodating and always getting me my coffee in the afternoon because my 2:30.
Right. Well, we love what we do.
Yeah. And I think that's so great because I can always count on you to help guide me. So if I have like a very specific application or a look that I'm going for, I can be like, okay, this is what I'm thinking, or does this work on the floor? And you're always like just on it and being able to get me that information.
Thank you.
It's huge. It's huge.
Well, it helps because you know what it's very different because you also know what you're looking for, whereas the public needs a way more help.
Right.
And so it's way time consuming because there's nobody to do drawings and that
Got it.
that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, we just assist you. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're part of the team. That's
And I mean, everybody just jumps in because everybody, we enjoy what we do and we love our customers. We have good relationships with people, long-term relationships with people. And that's my philosophy is long-term. I've never had a short-term philosophy.
Exactly. And how do you decide what lines are coming in or which pieces to select, for tile and...
One of our major missions and what we're trying to achieve is to bring fresh product in, if not daily, weekly.
Yeah, every time I go in, then there's something new.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the challenges to keep abreast of the market, and so we're continually sourcing new product. We have factories that automatically send us updates. The samples just really arrive in our warehouse. So a lot of just thought process, and then we very much take it from designers of what are people looking for.
Right.
Right now everybody's looking for green.
For green.
For green.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then we'll go and we'll make sure that we are loaded on green in many different areas of the showroom.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because we just did a green bathroom for the Coronado project, and we got another green bathroom for University Heights. So you see the trend.
Yeah, it's just just example. And next month everybody will be going in the blue direction. So you have to really keep changing and reinventing yourself every day, and trying to be innovative in the way that you do things.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's part of what we love doing.
Yeah, it's so cool.
And yes, we do have a lot of new things in the show.
I'm excited to bring everybody in. So we're doing a showroom tour
awesome.
On Friday, which happens to be tomorrow. For all of you that are listening,
so excited to meet everybody.
I know they're going to be able to be. They're going to be so excited.
It's going to be awesome. All these young, creative eyes. It's fabulous.
Yeah, fresh eyes. We've got some people that are mid-career change or second career change, which is really rad. Yeah. We've got some people that are, fresh in school.
It's awesome.
So I think they're going to be super stoked to just touch and feel.
We're excited to everybody.
So can you share with us, for anyone that's not familiar with BDG, what is BDG? What does it stand for? Like, what do you guys offer the trade?
Yeah, BDG stands for, it was the three initials of the original founders of the business. Okay. And when we're reading an email, we just say boy, dog, girl. Because we're not exactly sure of pronunciation of everything.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I'm going to think of that now every time I see BDG.
Wait, oh, girl.
Can you just share with everyone that's listening that is not familiar with BDG? What is it? What do you guys, what's your mission? What are you? Like what is?
Well, BDG Design Group really sounds like we're a design firm,
Yeah.
which we're not. Um, so we've tried to transform this. Even if you go to our website now, you can Google it under BDG Tile. You don't have to go to BDG
Okay.
Design Group. So the name's a little misleading to what we do, although we have the design ability to put projects together.
Yeah.
So it's not a design firm. It's a tile showroom where we carry all types of products to fulfill the entire house or building. So more of a one-stop shop where we have countertops, tile, flooring,
Yeah.
wood flooring. We've got a little bit of wood flooring now, and so we have a large variety. And really, the mission is to give the designers a one-stop shop where they can find everything under one roof and not have to drive all over town looking at
all this time.
at so many other options.
And you guys also offer custom.
So yeah, I was gonna get to that. So specifically with all of the problems in the ports now, we're able to manufacture ourselves certain things like the water jet mosaics, which I'll show you tomorrow. We really have a really good, nice tile cutting factory, so we're able to make trim and shower pan materials. So yeah, we have a very, very large custom program, and the lead times seem to be way quicker than what you can bring from anywhere else.
Yeah.
Offshore. And so we do a lot. We wear a lot of hats.
Nice. And where is this facility? Is it here in California or Southern California or?
So actually, yeah. So actually, we have a water jet facility in Anaheim.
Okay.
Also, just over the border in Tijuana.
Nice.
We utilize a really nice factory there. I should send you a video.
Oh yeah, we love that.
Yeah, and making some of the water jets. And so we're able to cut a lot of shapes and circles and things that are not really available on the market.
Yeah. So are you designing those things, or are designers coming to you with ideas and seeing like how that can happen? Like how does the customization work?
Well, if we see a trend, we'll immediately have product made and put on a board and hang in the showroom.
And are you designing that, or are you someone else designing that? Like how does that come to?
We're not designing that, but the factories we work with, they have a good team.
Got it.
And they're abreast with things too in the market. And so we have we'll hang a water jet in the showroom, and then if you like the concept, then we could take that off and produce it in any material.
Wow.
That you want to produce it in, or we can produce something from just a drawing, just from your imagination. We can put on the water jet machine and actually make that.
Wow. So Larry, it looks like you have an example of water jet and a drawing. Can you kind of share with us what you have there and how it works?
Well, it's just something that's been up on my pinboard because this is a job we're just starting to work on. And this is being cut out of very thin porcelain, the 6 millimeter.
Okay, can you raise it up just a little bit? Oh, yeah.
So if you see all those pies, it's all going to be cut to those arrows with a bullseye.
Wow.
And then all grain will run the same way on both of these medallions here. And this is basically the client's drawing. And you see where the black lines, that's actually just black porcelain slab, and that's just the trim. And that's cut to 2 inches by 120 inches. So that's really custom and very fragile material. So that's like a kind of an example of something. So you can make flowers, you can make arrows, you can make your pet's face. With blue glass for the eyes if you wanted to.
that's hilarious.
That's all possible.
Yeah. Anything's possible. This is like incredible. This
Yeah,
is,
you just got to want to do it, right?
yeah. And think of something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Amazing.
We follow you. We have to follow you. We have to follow our clients' directions. And that's always been, we need new, we need new.
Yeah. I imagine it's like the fashion business, right? I mean, that's where you're from. And it's like things are constantly
Yeah,
changing.
oh my gosh. That's very quick changing.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
so cool. So you can really do some things that no one else has that as a designer.
I think a lot of people have that ability, but it is extremely complicated process, and so it's not really a focus of theirs.
Okay.
Whereas for us, that is really what BDG is. We like to focus on the non-obvious.
Yeah, that's huge.
And so that's been a help. Yeah, it's been a huge help, specifically because of what's going on with all the delays in the ports. We're not reliant on any vessels having to be stuck in the ports after this whole COVID.
Right. So has that changed the way you've done business besides like introducing a lot more custom product? Have you adapted different ways of operating?
We have. So we have a large resource of partners that we purchase from. And we just did a tour 2 years ago of a 1 million square foot factory.
Oh my gosh.
Making porcelain tile out in Tennessee. We're using a lot of made in the United States product too, of which it's all green certified. So there's a very, very high recycled content. And the factories are very clean. And so we're marketing a lot of product that's made in the United States.
That's amazing. So are you able, so let's say one of our designers comes in, because we really like to kind of focus on the holistic aspect of being sustainable, eco-friendly, recycled materials. So if one of them comes in and says, this is the look, but I really want to get it into this sustainable space, I imagine you're probably like, I know exactly like who to go to, and you can really.
Yeah, so we have product in the showroom that you can choose from for color that is recycled content already.
Wow.
So most of our porcelains now have a very high recycled content.
That's incredible. And is it recycled from, like, how is it recycled? Do you know that process or where it's coming from, or?
Well, they use sand,
Okay.
silica. They've developed some scientific process, which I'm not that familiar with the technical part of it.
That's so cool.
But I think they're very aware, the factories and the factory work. I think they're very aware of need to fulfill today's generation, but also taking into account, we also have to not compromise the next generation. And so the factories have become incredibly green.
Yeah.
And that's been a plus.
That's very cool
as well.
And is there a line in particular that you're thinking about when you talk about this green or eco?
I mean, there are quite a number of lines, and all tiles, specifically porcelain, have test reports that we provide to commercial client, which is mandatory, available obviously to designers and yourself if you need the specs. And on those spec sheets actually shows the percentage recycled content, and it's certified green by the Green Lead Society of the United States.
Beautiful.
It's a very efficient system.
Super cool.
But if you're interested, I could get some more information and give you the process. I think that.
Yeah, I think that'd be really neat. Just to have. So basically, what I'm doing as well with the Design Coven is creating a resource library for everybody that's in the membership. So, and part of that, I want to be able to accentuate the lines that are sustainable, eco-friendly, green certified, all of those things. So yeah, I would love to connect with you on that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, is there anything that you guys are working on that you're excited about coming into the future, coming into the fall or next year, or what's happening over there?
I mean, we're just going to continue kind of in the same direction as we're on. Why change something that seems to be making our clients happy? We will continue to add fresh products every day, and we'll just continue to innovate as we go along. Our website is, under construction still.
Okay.
It's never ending. So that's going to be a big focus going forward.
Nice.
And that's going to be only in the last quarter of this year starting to update new product.
Perfect. That's amazing. And
so we continue.
Yeah. And I always ask, because I'm always curious, if there's any practices or rituals that you are currently enjoying, just keeping you grounded, keeping you centered, that you would like to share with any of us.
Well, some people would say I'm a workaholic, and that's not it's not the case. I work hard, but I also try to relax
Yeah, you do.
a lot.
Nice.
I find that, like for everybody, a healthy body is a healthy mind. Work out as much as possible. I love peace and quiet, which really grounds me. And so I'd like to start doing more yoga and drinking kombucha. And in time that will come.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, goodness. Well, thank you, Larry, so much for joining me and sharing your
Thank you. And I'm excited. I wish everybody luck, and we're looking forward to meeting everybody today.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah. No, they're going to be excited.
And, looking forward to it.
Amazing. And so how can people find your show? Oh, I forgot to ask you. We've had projects, all over the States. So you're able to actually ship across the States, right? You're not just here in San Diego.
Oh, we ship actually nationally and internationally.
Amazing. And so if somebody was interested in, say they're not here in San Diego and they find something on your website or whatever, can you ship them samples? And
we can ship them samples, and then depending on where they are, we would ship it from the closest warehouse to where they are, including on the East Coast, and we'd ship it from the closest warehouse to make the freight as economical as possible.
Yeah. Perfect. And so how can they find you? What's your website or Instagram, or what's the email, or what's the best way?
BDGdesigngroup.com.
Okay, perfect. And we'll have it in the show notes.
BDG tile. Yeah.
Awesome.
And we kind of all over the web, kind of in San Diego. If you're looking for anything in tile, we'll pop up.
Perfect.
Hopefully.
Yes, that's the goal.
So we're always available, and we're ready to help and to make projects easier for people.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, you guys have saved my butt many a times, and we're just so appreciative of our relationship and everything else that you guys have to offer.
Yeah, we appreciate our relationship with you guys too.
Yeah.
We love having you in.
You've been listening to the Holistic Interior Design Business Podcast. If it's one that you have been enjoying, please share with anyone else that you think can benefit from this knowledge, and leave us a 5-star review. That helps us get seen and found by other new and aspiring interior designers. And if you're looking for mentorship, I invite you to join our club here at the Design Coven. It's a bridge between school and real life interior design. We get in much deeper there. We have virtual and in-person events, so everyone is welcome. You don't need to have a design degree to be part of it, just an interest in holistic interior design. I also want to thank our editor, Marcy Ferry, and lastly, Kinseth Thibodeau, who is our music composer. Until next time, be well, and we will see each other soon.